There are 7 Premier League stadiums in London. Can I visit them all? Okay, so first is Selhurst Park in South London, home of the Eagles. This season they were managed by Roy Hodgson, who has been around since the dinosaur age, and they finished 11th. The stadium was opened in 1924, making it almost a century old. In 1953, floodlights were installed, and to mark the occasion, Real Madrid played their first ever London game at Selhurst Park. Charlton Athletic moved into the stadium as temporary tenants in 1985 and became, with Palace, the first league clubs in England to agree such a ground-sharing scheme. The stadium was used in the Apple TV series Ted Lasso as the home of AFC Richmond. Now 2 trains later, and we are at the Brentford Community Stadium, which is the new home of Brentford FC, with the club moving there as recently as 2020. Holds 15,500 people and is located right adjacent to Kew Bridge railway station. Hosted 4 games at the Women Euros last year, including a quarter-final. Brentford finished 9th last season, surprising everyone with a long-lasting European push by Thomas Frank and his team. Key players include Ivan Toney, who must have bet a lot of money this season on himself to score, Mbeumo and Visser putting in strong performances. As for the stadium itself, it's quite a nice stadium. It's quite small, but it's very modern and sleek. As you can see, the inside of the stadium has a nice design, and I quite like it. I would give it a solid B+. Now we're onto the tube, and we're about to visit Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge has been the home of Chelsea's ground since 1905, and it has had a long and turbulent history, much like the club's last season, in which they spent over 600 million, and sacked 2 managers in Thomas Tuchel and Graham Potter. Frank Lampard left them in 12th position in a worst ever Premier League points finish. The stadium is located in West London and can host 40,000. In its early days, the stadium had a capacity of 100,000 and was used as the FA Cup final venue. In 1945, Stamford Bridge staged one of the most notable matches in its history. Soviet side FC Dynamo Moscow were invited to tour the United Kingdom at the end of the Second World War, and Chelsea were the first side they faced. 100,000 people watched them draw 3-3. The stadium in its current form was rebuilt in the mid-90s, following the Philbrook disaster report. And our final West London stadium is Craven Cottage. Craven Cottage is a beautiful old stadium located in the heart of West London. It's been the home of Fulham since 1896, and it's steeped in history. The stadium has hosted FA Cup finals, England internationals, and even a World Cup match. One of the things that makes Craven Cottage so special is its atmosphere. Michael Jackson even compared the atmosphere to one of his concerts, and hence there is now a statue of him outside the stadium. The fans are really close to the action. This really creates an electric atmosphere on match days. Another thing that makes Craven Cottage so special is its location. The stadium is right on the banks of the River Thames, so you may have seen it in the boat race, so you get some amazing views of the river and the surrounding area. This is a nice stadium, so it gets a solid B ranking. And now we have the Emirates Stadium, the home of Arsenal Football Club. It's a modern, state-of-the-art stadium located in Islington, London. It was opened in 2006 and has a capacity of 60,000, making it one of the largest stadiums in London. The stadium was built at a cost of 390 million, and it was funded by a naming rights deal with Emirates Airlines. The stadium is named after the airline's parent company, the Emirates Group. It's a beautiful stadium, and it's one of the most architecturally impressive stadiums in the world. The stadium is made up of white concrete and glass and has a very distinctive elliptical shape. The stadium is also very well equipped. It has a number of luxury boxes, state-of-the-art media centre, and a museum dedicated to Arsenal's history. There are also statues of Dennis Bergkamp, Dutch and Arsenal legend, and Tony Adams, who became captain at the tender age of 22. It's a truly world-class stadium, and it's a great place to watch a football match. It deserves an A ranking, because of its sleek and modernness. And now Tottenham Hotspur,
Hotspur? No. What's that?
who missed out on European football by finishing 8th. With a seating capacity of over 62,000, this state-of-the-art venue offers an unrivaled matchday experience. Every seat provides a perfect view of the pitch, ensuring fans don't miss a moment of the action. One of the stadium's most incredible features is the world's first dividing, retractable football pitch. It allows for seamless transition between football and other events such as concerts or NFL matches. There are also 4 enormous video screens, ensuring every corner of the venue is immersed in the excitement. From the outside of the stadium, you can see the iconic golden cockerel perched on top to make it a true architectural gem. It gets an A+ from me. And finally, the London Stadium, home of West Ham United. This stadium is a multi-purpose stadium located in Stratford. It was opened in 2012 and has a capacity of 60,000. The stadium was built for the 2012 Summer Olympics and it was originally called the Olympic Stadium. After the Olympics, the stadium was converted into a football stadium and it was renamed the London Stadium. West Ham moved into the stadium in 2016 and it has been their home ever since. This beautiful stadium is one of the most technologically advanced stadiums in the world. It has a retractable roof. It's also equipped with a state-of-the-art sound system. West Ham this season finished 14th, but they were able to win the Europa Conference League against Fiorentina, qualifying them for next season's Europa League. The stadium also has a state-of-the-art media centre and a museum dedicated to West Ham's history. This stadium is definitely one most people should visit, even if they are not football fans. So hence it gets an A on my ranking. And that's every London stadium in the Premier League. Which stadium should I visit next? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you later.